What's up everybody, it is Kellen here from Start Your Systems and welcome to Track Walk episode number 55 in MX Simulator. And today I'm going to do a cheeky little track walk on a track that isn't really a track. This is called the RF Fairgrounds by Daniel Markham. And Markham is a pretty good friend of mine through the game. We've, myself and my friend Nathan Zaworski have been to his house IRL. And Markham's a pretty cool dude. He makes, or made, not so much anymore, but made a lot of cool stuff for MX Sim. And up until this year, when he was not able to keep it anymore, he had the career number of 55 in MX Simulator. So I was like, ah, man, I got to do a Markham track. And this is probably one of the cooler ones that he's made for sure. Like I said, called RF Fairgrounds. He's made a lot of really interesting kind of things like this. I've done a tutorial video on this track at one point about how to do backflips and 360s. But this is basically just like a freestyle map, I guess, if you will. And it's this really big kind of map that has all sorts of jumps and features on it. He's got a few ramps over here, which are pretty much the only kind of like downfall to this, because the ramps in this game are not the coolest. But really everything else on this track is pretty freaking sweet, in my opinion. At one point when he was betaing this track, and I played the beta a few times, he had a supercross track up here. I actually kind of preferred that to what he ended up doing up here, which was basically just putting a couple different rollers. Like if I go into the back, way back up here, there's a few different jumps that we've been in the past. We've filmed like doing whip comps and stuff off of it. But I mean, this stuff is cool. But I would have thought that the Supercross track would have broken it up a little bit. I'll go turn a few laps on the national track that he has on this, because he built a national track into it. Even though it is primarily like a free ride and it's got all this really cool stuff on it, there is a national track kind of hidden into it. And you start by going down on it, and then like this is the very first jump on it, is this big double, I guess. It's over a canyon. Dang it. I haven't played Sim in a while, or a week now I haven't played. So I'm a little rusty. I gotta really kind of get my ass into gear Supercross testing. We're only less than 30 days away from A1 at this point, so yeah, I'm gonna really start cranking it into gear after I'm through finals week. But anyway, this is the national track. Got a couple cool features on it. It's these big floater tables in the back. This is like a little step up over a hill, and I OJ'd it. Turns right, and then we've got a couple like rollers. And you can tell it's the national track because hay bales line pretty much all of it. This is the only confusing part. It comes across right here and then just makes a hard left. And then you have this step up right here, turns left again, and then this little tabletop down into an off-camber corner. Yeah, it was going way too fast to make that corner. Got a little right-hander and then a quad back up over the hill. Inside outside option. I mean, the decals on this track are not placed in any shape or form to like get you to be overly insane about how good the track looks. It's not meant to look good, it's just meant to be fun. And like I said, there's a lot of really cool and interesting features on this track, but this is just the national track. That would be one lap of the national track. I think does it have gates on it? I guess it doesn't. I thought it did. But we've played a crap ton of this track in the past, playing games of Moto and, you know, the horse HORSE version of a motocross game where you do tricks and flips and stuff like that and try to get people to copy you. This jump's pretty cool for oppo whipping, although I didn't land where I was supposed to. But yeah, we played a lot of Moto. In fact, I might want to do this for an online play in the future with Jeremy, where we come onto this and maybe even with a couple other guest appearances, play a game of Moto. But it would be things like backflip these 3 jumps, which I'm going to boner air the first one, boner air the second one, because I can't backflip to save my freaking life. Can I backflip the third one? There we go. Oh, barely rode out of it. So anyway, there's like a lot of really cool things on here. Markham is pretty dang good at nose wheelies in this game. I cannot do them at all, so I'm not going to try, but there's a nose wheelie pad over here. If I keep crashing, I'm not going to be able to show you guys everything on the track. I need to stop riding like a Goonie McGoonerson. There's a nose wheelie pad right over. Just need to go up here and do a cheeky little turnaround. This is either a wheelie or nose wheelie pad. I could kind of wheelie it, I guess. But he can nose wheelie that whole thing, which if you've ever played this game, nose wheeling is fucking impossible in this game. It is so hard to do, and he can do it pretty well on most of the stuff on this compound. This is another oppo jump. There we go. Yeah, I'm usually not the stylish person, so I'm definitely not the best when it comes to showing stuff like this off. As you can tell, keep crashing trying to do stuff. But I wanted to show off a Markham track. He's made a couple Supercross tracks, but I have a really good idea of a track I want to do for episode 56, and it is a Supercross track. And I try not to repeat track types, I guess is what you would call them, on a week-to-week basis. So, what was it? Last week we had a national. We did Finger Lakes MX Park. The week before that we did an enduro. The week before that, for episode 52, I don't remember what we did actually. Let me think. What did I do for episode 52? Oh, I did Lommel, so that was a national. But anyway, like I've tried to just, I don't know, change it up as much as I can. I keep hitting that, hoping it's gonna work one time. So far, not worked. A couple of these jumps I've been able to land double backflips on, but I don't think I'll be able to do that today. I could do a front flip real quick. Oh, I'm going long. Landed it. Alright, so that's a front flip. Let's see if I can double back this right here. No. It's hard because you have to get the rear tire. Like, you basically have to wheelie to do double backflips in this game. If you have a jump that's big enough, it's possible. In fact, speaking of big jumps, there's a massive transfer right over here that I could try to show off. I'll only do it once or twice, and if I fail both times, then I'm not going to keep doing it. Oh, looking good. Freaking got it first try. Transfer for days. Pretty good sized transfer at least. From across, not really from across the map, but you get the point. There's a lot of really big cool stuff like that on this. Let's see, what else could I show you? So I've showed off a couple of the hip jumps. Right here he's got this cool thing where you're supposed to jump up here, and then this is like a whip over the hill jump. If you come down back here, this is actually a takeoff for, you could either like double down into this or just quad the whole thing. This is actually a double backflip jump, but I'm only going to singular backflip it, not even clear it. We've had little kind of like races right here before, I guess. It's a turn, jump over the hump. This is where I landed the transfer, and then a turn, jump back over the hump. It's kind of boring, but we've had, like, you have to turn and backflip, which again, I just can't seem to do today. I'm trying to show off cool things, instead looking like a spode. But anyway, this is, like I said, just a pretty fun track in general. There's a lot of really cool features. If you're ever in the mood to play a game of Moto with people online, this is a place that I recommend doing it. There's so many different ways to hit things, and transfers, and jumps that you can do backflips or front flips on, or 360s, or hell, even this jump over here I showed how to do like a aerial 540. I gotta go way down the hill. Okay. This jump over here, which is a wall jump, I gotta sneak right through here. I did like a varial 540. I tried to do it earlier in the video, but let's see if I can do it now. Nope. If you hit it right, you're able to get like this cool kick, and it'll pop you just in the right direction. But anyway, playing Moto on this track is a lot of fun for sure, and I would recommend if you're going to download it, that's what you should do. Gather up a bunch of your best buds and play a healthy little game of MOTO. I don't think I'm going to get the double back today, unfortunately. Let me think. What else can I show y'all? Got pretty much the basics of this track covered. He's got 2 wall rides, one there, and oh, never mind. He used to have one over here, but he took that out. Maybe. Pretty much that's it. This is the Fairgrounds. RF Fairgrounds is what it's called. Markham's a goon and a half forgot to make a map. That's why up in the top right corner it says make a map. But you don't really need a map for this, obviously. So I guess it's not really a huge problem. Let me see. What could I try to do? Should I try to land the 540? It'll probably take me longer than I want to, but I'll try it. Like I said, it's not a true 540 because basically I'm only turning a little extra than a 360. But because you take off on this ramp, oh, this is it. Nope. Oh, it's like an inverted 540, I guess. Instead of turning left, I'm turning right, and it just works out. Like I said, it's more or less a 360 based on the angle that I'm taking off on. But I just can't seem to land it. It's really I guess a flare. I'm not really good with BMX terms. Is that what you would call a? What is it called? That was a shitty jump. Land it. Damn it. What do they call it when you an alley-oop flare? Would that make sense? Alley-oop flare? Because you're turning the opposite direction in which you're like taking off towards. I should be turning left to do a flare, but instead I'm turning right and like backflip 360. I guess wasn't that the technical term for alley-oop? That's like a straight 540 right there. If I could have gotten a little bit more angle, that would be like a straight 540. I'm so bad with BMX terms. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Please don't hurt me. Alright, let's give it like 1 or 2 more good goes. Oh, this is looking good. It's hard because your momentum in this game doesn't want you to do that. Just like it would in real life, you do something like that and you're just like... If you ever see Tom Pages do that like alley-oop backflip thing, I mean, this is basically kind of a version of it, I guess. Oh, this is looking good. Oh, baby! I just landed it. Oh. But anyway, if you've ever seen Tom Pages do that thing, it doesn't look like it's going to work, and then suddenly it just kind of loops around. Like, that's what doing something like this in this game feels like. And it shouldn't work, but, like, it does. Finally, this camera doesn't go all gammy when I do that. Oh, little floater tail whippers. Having fun riding this. Can I land it again? Probably not. Oh, actually, this is looking kind of good. Need a little bit more angle, but not enough. So anyway, if you like this track, please tell your friends. Come together, have fun, play MX Simulator. It's a great game. I do recommend. 10 out of 10. Would play again, still play again. And play a cheeky little game of Moto. Just go on a server with your friends and yell at each other. Say that you're out of order and all that good fun stuff. But most of all, have fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like it and give it your comments. If you have any comments, any questions that you want to ask, we're always willing to answer them. We'll probably respond to them on YouTube within a 3 to 5 day time span, depending on whenever we can get back to our comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I highly recommend it. We have more content than just Sim coming your way, although it is some of our most popular stuff. And yeah, we're getting stoked for the Supercross season coming up. But anyway, this has been Track Walk episode numero 55, Daniel Markham's RF Fairgrounds track in MX Simulator. For Kellen Brower here on Start Your Systems, I'm going to go out in style with a 360. We'll catch you guys on the next episode of Track Walk. Oh.